During the pandemic, many people decided to work on their homes. And if you're thinking of doing the same, the Better Business Bureau has some tips. And joining us now with more is Roseanne Freitas, Public Relations and Communications Manager with the Better Business Bureau. Good morning, Roseanne. Nice to see you as always.
Good morning, Christine.
So if someone is thinking about doing a little remodeling and they're looking to hire someone, what should they do first?
Well, the first thing they need to do is find a trustworthy and licensed contractor. So you can search for them at bbb.org, but you need to verify the licensing with the state of Hawaii's DCCA Professional and Vocational Licensing Division. That's a very important step. The next one, start to ask for references and don't just get the names, actually contact them and have that conversation. And then another way to look for them is ask or see what professional associations do they belong to, like the National Association of Home Builders, which is BIA Hawaii here, or the National Kitchen and Bath Association, NKBA. And the reason for that is these are very trustworthy organizations. And so they have a certain ethic and integrity that they expect from their members. But the other big thing is they're keeping up to date with the latest in their industry.
What about Coconut Wireless, Roseanne? Because a lot of us, we ask our friends and neighbors, oh, who did you hire? Who did you go to? Who did you use? What do you think about that?
That can be very helpful, but that doesn't stop you from doing then the following steps that we just mentioned. So get that name and then go down that, making sure that they're licensed and that they can do what they want. Because you're right, word of mouth referral is really good, but go ahead and follow the other steps once you have that name.
And there's an event coming up this weekend that can help with remodeling and other issues that may come up, or maybe some other questions that may come up.
Exactly. So the BIA Hawaii's Home Building and Remodeling Show is this weekend. So it starts Friday evening and runs Saturday and Sunday. And there's going to be a lot of exhibitors there, 60 plus exhibitors. You've got those home remodeling experts and some really great webinars. And that's where I will be, Christine, this weekend. I will be at 2 of those webinars presenting on how to hire a contractor. And of course, the BBB, we're going to be sharing a booth with BIA Hawaii. So I want everybody to come by and say hi.
Oh, that would be a good event to see you at, and just to get some more information and some answers. What if somebody asked you, okay, so, I already have somebody in mind to do a little remodeling. What responsibilities do I have as a homeowner, and what do I need to do or even think about after deciding who to hire?
Well, that's a really good one, because as a homeowner, you have a responsibility. And part of that is being upfront with the budget. And that's really hard for most people to share that complete budget. But understand, they can't do their project if they don't know the parameters. And the budget always does dictate that. So that's part of it. And also understand that prices for supplies and labor have escalated. So it's going to cost more than probably anybody has anticipated. And maybe start to look now, go to the stores and start looking at the prices of the materials, because that's going to give people an idea of those costs. And then the next step after that is you need a contract. Once you've made that final decision, and that contract should include the scope of work, who is responsible for those permits, the timeline of the project, all the costs that they know at that moment, and of course, a payment schedule. All of these things will set you up for a really good remodel.
And again, for more information, they can see you and other professionals this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
That's correct, at the BIA Hawaii Home Building and Remodeling Show.
All right, sounds good. Roseanne Freitas with the BBB, always good to talk to you. Thanks for those tips.
Thanks, Christine.